silence is just another form of response. And sometimes, the sea listens. The year was 2024. Humanity had reached a new era of ocean exploration. Drones, satellites, and quantum sensors could now capture vibrations once thought undetectable, the whispers of the planet itself. From this technology emerged the Echo 2 project, a collaboration between scientists from 11 countries. Its mission: to send a controlled acoustic signal into the coordinates known as the invisible triangle and measure how the ocean reacted. The team was led by Dr. Philippe Arnaud of France, Dr. Helena Paiva of Brazil, and Dr. Colin Murray Jr. of Scotland, the son of the same Dr. Murray, who, decades earlier, had studied the HMS Wexford tapes that first recorded the triangle's mysterious sounds. For this new generation, it wasn't just science. It was an attempt to find out whether the ocean could remember. On February 15, 2024, the research vessel Nereus 9 reached the coordinates known as Sector 317, the same location where the Atlantis II had experienced its time anomaly in 2019. On deck, engineers prepared the low-frequency transducer array, a device capable of generating sounds below the human hearing range, around 5 Hz. The command was simple: replicate the pattern that had haunted the Bermuda Triangle for nearly 80 years. 5 short pulses, 1 long. Silence. The signal was transmitted into the depths, and the depths replied. For 5 minutes, nothing. Just the slow dissipation of waves into darkness. Then, at 10:17 a.m., the sensors began to tremble. First, a faint echo. Then another, stronger. But something was different. The returning sound wasn't identical to the original transmission. It had changed, as if the sea had tried to mimic the human voice, adjusting its tone, creating variation. Dr. Arnaud later wrote in his journal, "The sound came back, but altered. It wasn't reflection, it was repetition with intent." The next day, the team repeated the process, but doubled the frequency to 1034 Hz, the same harmonic found in the 2020 recordings. The response came in less than 2 minutes. This time, the echo was structured, rhythmic, layered, almost musical. Spectrograms showed patterns resembling chords, built with harmonic precision. 5 low pulses, 2 higher tones, 1 elongated hum. It wasn't just sound anymore, it was composition. The crew started calling it the voice of the triangle. On the 3rd day, a young engineer named Liam O'Connor decided to increase transmission amplitude without clearance. His signal was 10 times more powerful than the previous ones. The ocean reacted instantly. A deep, continuous rumble erupted, lasting exactly 47 seconds. The same duration as the 1969 SOSUS anomaly. The entire ship vibrated, compasses spun, GPS systems lost contact. For a few moments, it felt as if the Nereus 9 were being pulled downward. When the vibration stopped, systems normalized. But data showed a terrifying anomaly. The surrounding water pressure had increased, even though the vessel hadn't moved a single meter. On the 4th day, autonomous drones, Abyssal 7 units, were launched to film the ocean floor. At first, the video showed nothing but stillness. Then, something appeared. Not a creature, not a structure, a distortion. A trembling blur where light itself bent and twisted. As the drones approached, their cameras began repeating frames. Internal clocks desynchronized. And then, from the audio feed, came a voice. 5 short pulses, 1 long, and a faint metallic whisper speaking in English. "Do you hear us now?" The voice was analyzed later. It matched no known frequency of any human transmitter. The mission director immediately ordered all systems offline. For 24 hours, the crew remained silent. No signals, no transmissions. The sea around them was calm, too calm. Then, the sonar picked up something no one expected, an echo descending from the air above the surface, as if the response had crossed from the deep ocean into the sky. For the first time in history, the triangle wasn't just reacting, it was initiating. Back at the laboratory, the acoustic data revealed frequencies both above and below human recording limits. Some signals carried binary structures, others modulated intervals that resembled primitive language. Dr. Helena Paiva, the project's lead bioacoustician, said, "It's not mechanical, it's not natural. It's responsive." The sea answered. The final report of Project Echo 2, dated August 2024, was classified under International Scientific Security Directive 11A, but fragments leaked months later, published anonymously online. The acoustic pattern demonstrates responsive and adaptive behavior. The source is non-random. The ocean replicates human stimuli with phase and temporal variation. Evidence suggests a self-referencing intelligence within the signal. The last word in the report was a single one: consciousness. In October 2024, while the Nereus 9 returned to port, it crossed the same coordinates once more. At 22:03, without any active transmitters, the ship's loudspeakers began to emit a low, rhythmic hum. 5 short beats, 1 long, then silence. The same pattern, but this time accompanied by a voice, calm, metallic, and unmistakable. "We remember." The audio was captured across all open microphones. No speakers were powered. The recording was sealed and transferred to the United Nations. It has never been released to the public. After the mission, Dr. Arnaud resigned from oceanographic research. Dr. Paiva published one final paper titled Acoustic Memory and Oceanic Resonance, in which she wrote, "The sea is not a void. It is a living archive. It records, it repeats, it reacts." As for Dr. Colin Murray Jr., he vanished in 2025 during a private expedition to the North Atlantic. His last transmission was a short, static-filled message: "It's speaking again." Today, the data from Project Echo 2 remains locked inside international research vaults. But among oceanographers, a quiet consensus exists. The Bermuda Triangle has responded. And since then, small bursts of the same frequency, 5.17 Hz, have been detected across the Atlantic, the Indian Ocean, even the Arctic. Each one carrying the same rhythm: 5 short beats, 1 long, then silence. Some call it feedback, others communication. But there are those who whisper that the triangle has learned to imitate us, or worse, that we have been imitating it all along.